Hey, Dan Pastorelli here. Well, the S&P 500 was up just shy of 1% today, as 0.7 something percent. The NASDAQ was up over 1% today, and we can attribute a fair amount of that to Microsoft. So Microsoft, which makes up 6.5% of the S&P 500 by index weighting, with a market cap of $2.36 trillion. Holy moly. Well, Microsoft, they scooped up a pretty key employee today. There was a little bit of shakeup over at OpenAI, the maker of ChatGPT, who ousted Sam Altman. And Microsoft wanted Sam Altman to stay in place there. One of the reasons why they got rid of Sam Altman is because there was a cultural difference, whereas some people wanted to take a slower approach and make sure that the AI they were creating was not harmful to society and wanted to just be very cautious. And the other side of that was more aggressive to start making money out of AI that they developed as fast as possible. And Sam Altman was in that camp. So what Microsoft decided to do was scoop him up and put him in charge of a division heading up some of the AI. So that is a plus for Microsoft. They were up over 2% today. And the whole market, there's a lot of stocks and indexes that are up in that overbought territory on the RSI, as you can see here with Microsoft. And you can see here with SPY. Now, all that said, stocks can and sometimes do live in overbought territory for extended periods of time, so that doesn't necessarily mean anything just yet. And typically, like I mentioned in a previous video, we tend to see any downward movements in stocks once the RSI crosses back down below the 70 level. Now, another thing that is relevant for this week is that tomorrow we're going to have the FOMC minutes released, and that's going to give us a really good sneak peek on what all the voting members of the Federal Open Market Committee are thinking and were thinking at the last FOMC meeting when they left rates unchanged and chatted about some of their musings about what they might need to do coming forward. Also, we're closed Thursday for the American holiday Thanksgiving, so that means weekly jobless claims comes out a day early on Wednesday. That's important information to have, as is the fact that we close Friday early at, I want to say it's noon Central Time, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that, but we do close early, but we have PMI coming out on Friday. So short week, potentially busy week. Interesting things going on. And that said, this is Dan Pastorelli. Have a great rest of your day. Trade smart.